Hello, everyone. I feel like I owe you all an apology for not posting. It has been ages. The last time I posted was in March. I went and looked at it on my YouTube channel, and the last post I made was in March. And it's March, April, May, June. It's now June. So that's about a good 3.5 months that I have not posted anything, and I genuinely apologize. Um, I I have been slacking. I have been busy and I have been slacking. So to the moms and family members, and everyone back home watching this, I'm very deeply sorry that I have not posted more. I'm definitely trying to get on it. It's a lot of work to edit and post, but I'm going to do that work. I'm not going to slack on it. Yes. Okay, so this is really itchy, so I'm just gonna get this out of the way. Unveiling the big thing that some of you don't know about yet. I kind of did a thing with my hair, and I went to so here in Korea, there's a prestigious women's university called Iwa and that university is my uh, Ewha Women's University. And that area is famous for it has pretty cheap. It has a street that has like pretty cheap outlets for hair, nails, clothes. All the things that they typically think women like. Don't get me wrong. Like I love the clothes. I love the shoes, the nails, hair, whatever. I want some really cheap food. Like I'm talking like yeah, you can get like tteokbokki for like $1, but I'm looking for like tteokbokki for like 10 cents. Like that like finals week, like they would get so much business. Like you could get so rich off of that. Anyway, I'll just ramble about tteokbokki later. Um so, yes, I started talking about food and forgot to mention my hair. Okay, so let me elaborate. I dyed it. I don't know if you can really tell. It's not really, it looks like way more light brown than it really is. It's more kind of like chestnutty brown, like, um, not so much burgundy, but, um, yeah, I'd say like dark chestnut brown. It comes out way better in the light though, so I'm kind of like trying to duck into my desk light here to see if you can see it. And then I also permed it, so RIP my hair because I dyed it and permed it on the same day. But I think it actually turned out pretty well. Quick story time. We were definitely shopping around because our friend Abby was getting her hair done that day, and she went to this really nice establishment. It was like free Wi-Fi that would sit you down for free consultation to get what you really wanted. We were kind of inspired, and we're like, we don't have the money. We're not willing to spend the money on something that's like this pricey, but we thought. But then we were like, we'll just shop around and see if there are any cheaper options because she was thinking about dyeing her hair. Well, we went to this salon and and we just kind of peeked in to see what was going on, and there were no customers at all. So I was like, okay, like let's go. This because I do the thing where it's like, is there a line? Yeah, then it's probably pretty good. Are there people sitting down and eating there? Yeah, then the restaurant must be pretty good. If it's pretty quiet, then let me guess not. So right as we're about to turn around and leave, we see the guy make eye contact with us. So now we're not just turning around and leaving, we are turning around and sprinting. So this guy chased us a little bit, like we're not talking like down the street, and he followed us about like a flight of stairs, and he was like, yeah, come in, like come on, like we can like give you a haircut, we can give you whatever. So I'm like, oh no, I'm sorry, we're just looking, like I'm very sorry, please have a nice day. And I was like, well, we'll come back if we want. And he's like, no, come on, just come in, just sit down, like we'll just look. But I was honestly like, I feel pretty bad. Like we made eye contact with him, like we made eye contact with him and then turned around and ran. Like how bad do you think that looks? So I felt pretty bad, and Madison felt pretty bad. So we're like, okay, let's go. Um, so we went, and he on the premise of just looking, and it seemed like he actually had some pretty good things to offer. He was a professor at the beauty school, so I was honestly like, okay, like these prices are comparatively cheap. Like getting a perm and a dye obviously is like never cheap, but um, it was comparatively cheap, and I wanted to do something different with my hair. When I first came out of the salon, it was really difficult because I felt like I looked like some sort of cocker spaniel. But actually, I think it turned out pretty nicely once it kind of settled down. A little update on current life before I go back to fill you in on everything. It is now finals week. So, my last film was before midterms week, and it is now finals week. And actually, I have my suitcase here because we're getting ready to hop out of here in about 4 days. I think I've honestly made some of the best friends in my life here, so yeah, gonna be pretty sad. Okay, so allow me to go back and fill you in on everything that has happened. It won't be too long. Also for the people back home, for my relatives, I'm wearing my school shirt. Yay! So yeah, school rep. That's pretty fun. I actually really like this shirt. I think I'm gonna keep it. Like, why wouldn't I? Don't get me wrong. I wasn't thinking about getting rid of it. I don't know why I said I think I'm gonna keep it, but it's like I'm doing a haul. I think I'm gonna keep it. Anyway, moving on. I have the greatest friends ever because my friends Madison and Abigail, excuse me, were willing to go to Gyeongbokgung Palace with me and do a Hanbok experience. And what this Hanbok experience about? Hanbok, by the way, Hanbok is a traditional Korean outfit. But basically, we decided to put them on and do a little photo shoot at the palace. Gyeongbokgung is the main palace for the Joseon era dynasty, and I believe the Joseon era dynasty began in 1392, if I'm remembering correctly. So during that time, Gyeongbokgung was the main palace where the diplomats and different like heads of state or political figures would go to meet. It was basically the capital building of the Joseon era dynasty. That being said, it's a beautiful place. A lot of tourists go there. It was really funny because I think a lot of tourists just saw this blonde, tall, beautiful well, she's not blonde, but like this tall, beautiful girl. I mean, don't get me wrong. We were all beautiful. Okay, we were all beautiful. We are all beautiful. but they saw Madison and they're like, oh my god, saw this like insanely tall, gorgeous girl, and they're like, oh my god, like we need to take a picture with you. So that's what they did. Anyway, waiting for my picture. Where's my picture? Anyway, it was all super fun. It was a really good time. We had picture after picture after picture. I was so glad to have had a portable charger because yeah, my phone was like portrait mode on Apple like sucks the life out of my phone. But it was really a good experience, and I would recommend if you're ever here in Korea, even for a week. This is more of like a not even a day thing. Our reservation lasted, I think we selected the 4-hour option or something like that, and you can just walk the palace grounds. The palace is separated by courtyards pretty much, so you're moving courtyard to courtyard, and it's really, you can get some really amazing shots. In addition to that, here's a little clip of when I decided it would be a great idea to get a really beautiful shot of me running in my really flowy hanbok, and basically I thought it would look great, like aesthetically speaking, and then what happened was I was running like a champ. So the shoes that I was wearing were traditional shoes, and they're kind of like slippers. So imagine like home slippers, like bath slippers. But then definitely not that comfortable. You're clopping along. But basically, so I was running trying to go for this really aesthetic picture of like a ho ho, like I'm a carefree, like beautiful princess, like skipping through the woods type of thing. And I run along and twist my ankle really, really badly. And I think the expression on my face says it all. I am in quite a significant amount of pain. And yeah, fortunately, my wonderful photographer friends were taking the photos in burst mode so that I could select the ones I liked later out of the action shot. And so the ones I actually liked were the ones in which I'm expressing the pain most on my face. And so I kept those to show to you all. And I hope you enjoy them. And with that, I think that will be the end of this video. Um, I will definitely get to uploading those other sections. Happy day today, though. I finished my 2 hardest exams today, or at least the ones I was stressing the most for. They actually turned out to be not that hard. Um, but that's also pretty bad because what if I failed? Oh! Oh! Okay. Anyway, we'll just see how that turns out. Yeah. Okay. Bye!